I've been following Lindolfo Delgado's career since the beginning, and what strikes me most isn't just his talent, it's how his journey reflects a broader shift in the sports, more than the rise in sanctioning bodies or the shift from 15-round to 12-round title fights. Perhaps the most significant change in the modern era is how long it now takes a fighter to step up. With most of the fighters profiled in my documentary series, you've probably noticed a pattern. Fighters from the past, particularly in the late 1970s and early 1980s, moved fast. They typically had a 3-year incubation period, and by year 4, they were contending for world titles, and you could track their rise like clockwork. Now, that's not the case anymore. Take Delgado. He turned pro in 2017. It took him 6 years to fight his first 10-rounder. Now, 8 years into his career at age 30, he's finally taking what I would call his first real step up in competition, a bout against Elvis Rodriguez. Now, Rodriguez is a fighter whose career is somewhat similar. He was once a fast-rising prospect until a decision loss slowed his momentum. And still, compared to Delgado, Rodriguez has been tested a little bit, and he's been tested sooner. Now, all of this matters because on paper, you might think Delgado has been protected, that he's been moved slowly because maybe he's not as good as advertised. But that's not it. Delgado is skilled. He's technically sound, well-schooled, and he's training under Robert Garcia. He's a dangerous fighter. And he's not as well known as he should be because he's in an era where cautious matchmaking and long build-ups are now becoming the norm. So with all that in mind, tonight's fight is the first real test for both men, and it should be interesting.
Nice combination there from Aguilar. He's turning up the heat here in round number 3. Connects with the body shot as well. And here comes Delgado with a combination of his...
Whereas Aguilar, he don't have to recharge. He can let his hands go right back.
Oh, left hook from Aguilar, and Delgado takes it so far. But man, many more of those. That explosiveness is definitely out there for both guys.
Stop. Come on, guys. Stop wrestling. Box.
See what you're seeing and what we're witnessing right now is 2 undefeated fighters trying to teach the other one how to lose.
Left uppercut from Delgado, follows it with a left hook and then the right hand to the chin.
The key for Delgado is the jab. He's got to get that left hand out there. Nothing's going to stop or turn away Aguilar. He's got to let his combinations go, and he's got to come behind the jab. The jab is what started all the trouble for Aguilar in that first round.
Big right uppercut from Delgado. That hurts it for Aguilar. He has to hold on, and it's called not a knockdown, but it should have been here in round 4. Delgado doing damage. He's measured the knockout puncher, and he's going right after Aguilar. Oh, he's teeing off in the middle of the ring. The legs of Aguilar are looking wobbly here in round 4.
He's too tough for his own good. Aguilar needs to hold right now.
Not going to do it, Tim. He's not going to do it. He's going to fight his way out of trouble.
Oh, right-left combination from Delgado, the Olympian who says, some see me as a pretty boy, some see the fact that I've got an amateur pedigree, but now he's tearing up the face of Aguilar here, who's now bleeding from the right eye.
He's got to come behind the jab, Bernardo. Run him in the shot. Yep. Aguilar wants you right in front of him. Delgado's not playing along. These are the ebbs and flows and adjustments we talk about in the middle of a fight. You see a fighter's IQ begin to rise all of a sudden during a fight because they unlock a major key.
2 Mexican warriors in the ring right now. They combine for 36 knockouts and 39 victories.
You got to understand that there's a system with tying up. Now, he tied up right there, but he kept his back on the ropes. Turn and get back to the center of the ring. Get more control of that real estate.
Aguilar trying to dig to the body as Delgado lands a double right hand. And then Aguilar lands a nice looping left hook. You can see that right eye of El Pollo Omar Aguilar starting to close. And they're going to have to do some work on it here in the blue corner.
Fights, they learn these crafty tricks and ways to block shots and cut the power down and get their own shots. Good shot right there from Aguilar. This is high-level, skillful stuff from both guys.
Stop.
Delgado got hit once again with his back to the ropes.
Back to the ropes.
Ooh. Now Delgado, though, he's got something to come back with. 113 to 101 is the punch landed so far through 6.
Delgado has to learn how to walk and breathe. He wants to rest on the ropes.
Delgado's not there to be hit in the center of the ring.
That was a beautiful angle right there, created by the footwork of Delgado. Nice little shuffle around.
For better or worse, Aguilar is all heart, and there's no turn, no backing down in his heart.
And the time knockout is the only way he comes out of here undefeated tonight. Ooh, nice double right hand from the Olympian.
See, when you step inside, that's where you're safe. Step inside safe, you let the referee do his job to separate you, then you buy yourself some time. And you're killing the clock at the same time.
There's that stick from They're allowing him to think his way through this, and he's got no answers himself, and he's gotten nothing from the corner from his father in terms of adjusting and changing. But this has been a great fight between two Mexican warriors, and someone's O is going to go as they get a good round of applause from the fans. The final bell after that right uppercut from Lindolfo Delgado. And guys, what a fight these two gave us.
That was impressive. I love every moment of this fight. You know, we saw it all. We saw two big punchers. We saw the toughness. We saw boxing ability. We saw one man actually.
Short cards for the official decision. Jerry Cantu scores the bout 77-75. Pat Russell and David Sullivan both score the bout 79-73. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Lindolfo Delgado.
Big win at the 16th fight mark for Lindolfo Delgado, the hardest of his young career against fellow unbeaten Omar Aguilar, who drops his 25th fight.
I'm of the mind that if Delgado came behind a stiff jab and really wanted to put both hands together, he could possibly stop Booth or hurt him.
And you're not the only one that believes that. I think Robert Garcia also was very clear about that, as Lindolfo Delgado lands a nice right hand, and then he moves away from the shots of Clarence Booth.
Your fighter to step it up, because you don't want to allow a guy like Clarence Booth to stick around. He's not going to quit. He's not going to stop coming forward. And he could land one big shot at any time.
There you see Delgado leaning in and leaping in with a right to the body. Right and left from Lindolfo Delgado. Now he's trying to put his punches together. But Booth takes a good shot.
Oh, he's a veteran. He's been around.
Right hand from Delgado. Another, a right there to the body from Delgado.
And right back to the head with a four-piece.
Stop at the bell now. Stop at the bell.
Oh, left hook.
Nice.
Booth talking more than he's punching. That was a little low with the right, but the left was right on target with the liver.
That didn't feel good.
Booth. Ooh, left hook there from Delgado as Booth was trying to land a shot of his own. Combination punching from Lindolfo Delgado.
Nice. Distracted Booth upstairs with a few flurries and then landed with a well-placed right hand to the side of Booth's stomach.
Work out of there. Work out. There we go.
Booth resorting.
Out if he's going to try to win. Don't be content with just going the distance.
There you go. Nice flurry there from Booth. Catches the attention of Lindolfo Delgado with the left hook, and then he gets got with the body shot.
The legs of Delgado have troubled Booth just as much as the hands of Delgado has. There's a difference between the feet and the legs.
Oh, there's a right hand on the temple that puts Booth down.
5, 6, 7, 8. Walk right here. Walk right here. Come to me. You ready to go? Yes, sir. Okay, let's see something. Back of the head, man.
Booth complaining that it was to the back of the head, and let's see if there's that body work from Delgado. Nice right uppercut as well.
Delgado, yeah, he's fighting at the right pace. He's not throwing punches just to be throwing them. They're well placed and they're well timed. He's slowly getting his wits back, but he's not back yet.
There's that liver shot from Lindolfo Delgado, then an overhand right. This one lands on the chin. Body shot combination from Lindolfo Delgado.
Yes, it's a minute left. That's an eternity in a boxing ring when you're hurt.
Ooh, another right hand, and that one hurts. That one right on the spleen in the rib cage. Kind of said that overhand right up is Lindolfo Delgado. Booth trying to survive this round.
Let him go. Let him go. Work out.
Right to the body from Lindolfo Delgado, then a headshot with the left. 20 seconds left here in the 8th and final round.
Stop. Back up. Go.
Booth will be content to hold on as Delgado catches him walking in with the right, stiffens the legs. Does he have enough time to put an exclamation mark on this fight? Delgado may have run out of time, but that's the way you want to close a fight, Dre.
Yes, when you have the pedigree and the skill set, why not use it? Don't be content with just dominating when you can finish with emphatic fashion like that. That's what you're looking for Lindolfo Delgado to take.
Gentlemen, after 8 rounds here inside Desert Diamond Arena, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Lisa Chiappa scores the bout 80-71. Esther Lopez and Eric Curcio 79-72. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Lindolfo Delgado.
There you go, 17-0, 13 knockouts as a pro. The Robert Garcia trained Olympian out of Mexico, showing everything he has in that toolbox, and an impressive victory over.
Keep him off balance.
Delgado was sitting on that hook, tries to come back with it again. And there's that left hand that is able to land that time as Valtierra came in.
Like I told you, Delgado, again, he waits for offense to come. He's a counterpuncher. That's his instinct. But he needs to learn how to pick up offense and create offense.
There's a good counter on the inside from Delgado as Valtierra fell in behind that right hand. Looking at a fight like we're going to call tonight, and then you start looking at the CompuBox numbers. There's a good left hand, and then he goes to the body, does Delgado. You look at the combination punching of Emmanuel Navarrete. Emmanuel Navarrete throws combinations of 4 or more punches 25% of the time. 25% of any combination he throws. Most guys are 1-2, right?
Yes.
A jab right hand. 25% of the time he is throwing 4 or more punches.
Restless. Yeah, wanting to see more action. Oh, nice uppercut right there from Delgado.
If he could only put a right hand behind it, though, Tim, he's only landed 11 power punches in the whole fight.
Oh, what a shot to the body. Right to the
Here, that
area.
thud nearly came back with the left hook as well.
You can tell Delgado has
them in that last round.
Yes.
And that was a complete shutout.
Oh,
goes underneath with the right hand to the body. Came up top with the right hand, trying to counter over that left.
See, that's what I like. I like the work. I like the work of an aggressive counterpuncher. You know, you dictating the pace. You're getting off your shots. You're making a miss, and then you're countering him again. Going the distance. He's okay with that.
So it goes to full 10. First time he's done that.
Conditioning looks.
O'Connell scores the bout 98-92. Craig Harmon and Esther Lopez both have it 99-91. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Lindolfo Delgado.
Delgado coasts.
Hernandez, you know, we usually look at Mexican fighters especially for that left hook to the liver, but here it was that right, and you are correct in terms of what a thudding sound it was.
Yes. Good feints right there from Hernandez. Again, so that jab.
Think of Delgado. I mean, Hernandez has been putting in work with that right to the body as he goes downstairs again.
Yeah, that's been his focus. His focus is the body, to take the power and the conditioning away from Delgado. And you see Delgado just doing the same thing in return right there.
Yep.
Good shot, good left hook right there in between the shots of Hernandez.
Hernandez relentless with that right downstairs, but Delgado taking it so far. Between Raymond Murataya and Diego Torres, because, you know, two hard punchers, two Mexican fighters.
Delgado buzzed Hernandez with that jab about 15 seconds ago. Got his attention. You see the patience of Delgado. He's not He's not rushing anything. He's just allowing Hernandez to get off, get comfortable, and he's eventually going to start lowering the boom once Hernandez starts to slow down a bit. But that jab right now is definitely needs to be taken into account.
And it's because he stopped throwing the right to the body that now that jab is active for Lindolfo Delgado.
Yes.
Although he throws it there.
Coming forward, steamrolling, using his strength, letting his hands go at the right distance. And there you see a combination coming back from Delgado. As soon as a low point from Hernandez's offense.
There's another left hook from Hernandez. Hernandez came to fight. That body work from Delgado, though.
Look at that precision, man. Sharp punching right there from Delgado. Wow. Like it.
Just how you finish, that's how you got to do it. 2-3 combination. You're not going to miss.
Lose some of that steam, and then he's going to come forward, and then we're really going to see if Hernandez can fight off his back foot.
You know, Delgado confessed to us that he had some stuff going on outside of the ring that had him distracted in his last fight. That was a decision win against Jair Valtierra. And he says tonight, though, I have a tough opponent in Hernandez.
He's physically strong. Look at his legs. Look how strong his legs look.
But you know what? When Lindolfo Delgado, as Robert Garcia was stating in the corner, when you throw 3-4 punch combinations, you're going to land every single one of them.
Yes.
There's no defense to Hernandez, just offense.
No defense, and he just depends on the high guard. You know, when you depend on the high guard, you limit your defense. I mean, the best defense is the first line of defense, which is your legs. That effective punches, especially with the jab. See that?
Liver shot.
But exactly. But see how when he's coming forward and he's throwing combinations, you don't see much offense coming back from Hernandez. That's what tells me he doesn't fight well off his back foot.
Absolutely. You caught that early on in this fight, Tim. You may have a future in this.
Maybe. Subtle movement from him in punching off that movement, just changing the angle of his punches.
Yeah, because Hernandez needs to have his feet set in order to be powerful.
Yes.
If he's moving, you're safe.
Yes.
Ooh, there's that stick.
But again, that jab stops you in your track, and that jab is not a soft jab. That's a stiff jab coming from.
That's a pistol.
Delgado. Beautiful boxing right here from Delgado. Wow. You know, you got to show up and you got to show out.
Ooh, nice body shot from Delgado. And it's not just winning, it's how you look also that makes a huge difference for a fighter like Henry Lebron.
Yeah, it's a huge difference now. I mean, this day and age, you know, with the TV dates and things that go on, like if you lose a fight but you put on a good show, now your stock drop and no one wants to, you know, the network won't pay for you to come back. But it's different nowadays, man. It's okay. It's how you lose fights now.
That's a nice left hook from Lindolfo Delgado. Mark, how you seen this fight?
I see the best Lindolfo Delgado I've seen, period. You know, a lot of guys come in and say, oh, I had personal problems last time out. We all roll our eyes because we've heard it before. But this is what a boxer...
And right that we just saw from Lindolfo Delgado. Nice combination punching there from Hernandez, who continues to come forward. That's where he's at his best. Stepping forward and stepping into the gap that Delgado leaves.
Yes, it is. But Delgado is just using his angles to defend against that pressure, which is good.
Oh, nice left uppercut. Hurts Hernandez. Can he put him on the canvas? As a tough Hernandez is holding on for dear life here with 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the 4th round. Delgado goes to work. Woo! That man is going down and he may not get up. It's over. The referee calls the fight Celestino Ruiz. What an impressive finish from Lindolfo Delgado.
That's what we've been waiting on from Delgado right there. This type of performance, that's what we've been waiting on. Knew he had it in him. He told us he was going through some things in his life. I would say about a minute ago, I saw a feint that was thrown by Delgado, and I saw the right hand of Sanchez fall. I'm picturing the left hook later throughout the course of this fight. I know that Delgado took a picture. He does have a high ring IQ. He took a picture of that. Let's see if he can make him pay later down the line with the left hook.
There he went. There it is.
He looked for it.
He counter though from Sanchez.
You never want to throw a hook up in front like that. Nope. Your head on the A gap, and you just, oh, that's terrible.
You know what's not terrible?
What?
Our co-main event.
No.
We're talking about Yocasta Valle, who is in there with her trainer Gloria Alvarado, receiving instructions from the referee, who will be in charge of the
working. And if I start fighting at home, then you start getting the rhythm.
A short left hook there from Lindolfo, who had some success with a counter right hand moments before that, but he's keeping his cards close to the sleeve because Sanchez is making him work.
Sanchez is crafty. Besides getting caught with that jab right there, jabbing from mid-range, dangerous thing to do. But he's sneaking in small shots in between those punches, in between those gaps from Delgado.
Ooh, that was a short left hook from Delgado as Sanchez got a little too close.
You got to figure it out.
Yep.
You know, your corner is sitting from the outside. They're gonna give you their analysis, but you're the one in there actually doing it. And you got to figure it out, and you got to make adjustments on the fly. That's levels. Delgado right now is in that contender status. If he wants to go to the next level and be a champion someday, he's going to have to figure out these puzzles.
Nice left hook there from Sanchez.
And it's the same punch he keeps getting hit with. The same punch. Partially blocked, however, it's still the same punch sneaking by him. It's the lead left hook.
I love the honesty, too, of Robert saying you lost the first 2 rounds. This one was a better round, but it was still not definitive. Just not sugarcoating it for Delgado, and he's got to get into gear. He's got 10 rounds to work, but 3
having a hard time figuring out the rhythm.
And Tim, you would expect, like, if it was a mover, a boxer who was making him chase him around the ring, he's right there to be hit. But Sanchez is just befuddling Lindolfo Delgado so far during this first 4 rounds.
He's beating him to the punch, and then he's punching when he's punching. Like that, with that left hook.
There's got to be an answer for Delgado. He's got to figure out how to stop the best weapon that Sanchez has thrown all fight long, that left hook.
Well, you hold the phone with your right hand, you hold it up, and Delgado's looking for that uppercut. He's looking for Sanchez leaning forward. If you're leaning forward a little bit over that front knee, over that center line, he's going to look to set you up with an uppercut.
What's more worrisome about how Delgado's looking is not only is his offense stagnant, Tim, but he's there to be hit on the counter. There's no defensive
nice
movement.
uppercut.
That was a nice right uppercut.
There it is.
And a left hook, and now a right hand. And this is what makes Lindolfo Delgado different. If he gets power on you, you're going to feel it.
That's exactly what he was setting up from the opening of this round, was that uppercut. He started using it more and more. He's seeing Sanchez lean forward over his center line. His head is in front of that front knee. Yeah, but Delgado doesn't seem bothered by it this time. He feels that those punches are starting to weaken a bit.
There's a nice right hand.
Behind the head.
And down goes Sanchez, right on the ear.
4, 5.
I wonder if Sanchez turned his head.
7, 8. Ready to go. Walk to me. Want to continue? Yeah.
The answer from Sanchez here was affirmative. He does want to continue against Lindolfo Delgado, who can't get careless here because Sanchez is still dangerous. Good round for Lindolfo Delgado as Carlos Sanchez goes back. Nice right uppercut once again from Lindolfo Delgado.
But he doesn't feel threatened now. You know, Sanchez has slowed down a bit. He's broken him down. It's the 6th round right now. And Delgado's in complete control right now. And he's comfortable inside the pocket. You see those punches? Not a lot of steam on those shots now.
And you mentioned that early, Tim, in that 5th round about Delgado not being worried about that shot, and it created an opportunity for a knockdown. Once again, they both exchange punches, and you see Delgado getting the better of the exchanges now.
He is, but he just got to be careful, that left hook. It has a mind of his own coming from Sanchez. Sanchez let that thing go from any position.
And much like you were saying in the last...
Hey, everybody's different. This is the way he's able to cope with his stress.
And what Tim is referring to is the fact that before his father passed away, Liam Wilson promised him he would become a world champion. Tonight he gets an opportunity to fight for the interim WBO junior lightweight title. And Emmanuel Navarrete, who vanquished both Liam Wilson and Oscar Valdez, is now moving up to 135 pounds to challenge for the vacant WBO lightweight title. Down goes Sanchez, a short left hook, face first. Not a good place to be.
You fall in your face is pretty much over.
9.
Yep, exactly. Anytime you see a fighter's face scrub the bottom of that canvas with his nose, he may not be getting up.
He may not get up.
It's okay, guys.
It's a great finish.
Hit or quitter.
Yeah, it was a great finish, I think, for Delgado. I know he wasn't having his way early on, but again, you got to be able to stay resilient. You got to stay strong and find a way to get yourself back into the fight. But when you have that type of punching power,